Have you ever looked at your cat, who is currently sleeping on its back with all four paws sticking straight up in the air, and you just look at them and think to yourself, why are you like this? Maybe you've witnessed it. That intense, unblinking stare at a completely blank wall, as if they're watching the season finale of a ghost show that only they can see. Or perhaps you have a personal, furry alarm clock, one who comes to the foot of your bed and begins a very serious, very loud conversation with you if you dare to be even 10 minutes late with their 7 a.m. breakfast. They are, after all, sticklers for consistency. You might see these as just weird little quirks, adorable, baffling, sometimes frustrating little habits that make up the personality of the tiny overlord who graciously allows you to live in their house. But what if I told you they're not random? What if every strange behavior, every peculiar greeting, every bizarre sleeping habit is actually a message? A specific line of code in a secret language they've been speaking to you this entire time. Today, we're doing more than just listing facts. Today, we become cat decoders. We're going to plug these weird behaviors into our translator and reveal what your cat is really trying to tell you. We will uncover the mysteries, we will explain the meanings, and by the end of this, you'll be a little more fluent in feline. So, stick around, because some of these translations are going to warm your heart, some will make you laugh, and the last one, well, the last one might just change the way you see your cat forever. All right, let's fire up the decoder. Our first message comes disguised as a very particular and, let's be honest, slightly awkward-looking posture. You know the one. You're having a nice, calm moment. You're petting your cat, stroking their back, everything is peaceful. And then you hit that sweet spot right at the base of their tail, and suddenly, their butt is in the air, like an elevator going straight to the top floor. So, the viewer question is, why does my cat raise its butt when I pet it? This is what we call the elevator butt, and it's actually one of the clearest compliments you can receive. First, the science. The base of a cat's tail is a nerve-ending metropolis. It's incredibly sensitive, and for most cats, petting this area feels amazing. That lift is an involuntary response to pleasure, kind of like when you get a good back scratch and you instinctively lean into it. But it goes deeper than that. This is a behavior learned in kittenhood. Kittens present their rears to their mothers for cleaning. So, when your cat does this to you, it's a sign of complete and total trust. It's a regression to a time when they felt their most safe and cared for. And, in the wider world of cat communication, presenting their rear is a friendly gesture. It's how cats in a social group exchange scents and say, "Hey, we're cool. We're part of the same tribe." So, the next time your cat's posterior points to the sky, here's the official translation from the Cat Decoder. Mischievously, the Catitude translation is, "Oh yes, that's the spot. The human has found the magic button. Do not stop." But the real, heartfelt message they're sending you is, "I trust you completely. I feel as safe with you as I did with my mother. You are part of my family." It's a sign of comfort, trust, and a little bit of natural instinct all rolled into one. It's a good thing. A very, very good thing. Okay, next message. This one happens when they're deep in dreamland. You look over, and your cat has its face completely covered by its paws. It's unbearably cute. But is there a reason for this adorable little pose? The question is, why do cats cover their faces when they sleep? There are a few practical reasons behind this. The first, and most simple, is warmth. You've probably noticed your cat is a heat-seeking missile. They have a higher body temperature than us, and they love to be cozy. By tucking their face into their paws, they create a little pocket of air that they warm up with their breath, conserving body heat and keeping their sensitive nose and ears toasty. The second reason is light. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. This means they often do their most serious snoozing during the brightest part of the day. Just like you might pull the covers over your head, they use their built-in paws as a handy, fluffy eye mask to block out the light and get some quality rest. And sometimes, chuckles. Sometimes it's just an accident. They might fall asleep mid-groom or just curl up in such a way that their paws naturally land over their eyes. So, the official translation for this sleepy posture? The Catitude translation. The world is too bright and my nose is cold. Do not disturb the royal slumber. The true message is one of instinct and contentment. It says, I need to be comfortable and secure to truly rest, and this is how I achieve it. It's a sign that they feel safe enough in their environment to make themselves completely vulnerable and cozy up for a deep sleep. Now, let's decode a behavior that is all about love, comfort, and a strange rhythmic pushing motion. You're relaxing on the couch. Your cat hops onto your lap, purring like a motorboat, and starts making biscuits. The question is, why does my cat need me like this? Behavior, officially called needing, is one of the most profound signs of feline affection and contentment. It's a direct link back to their earliest days. As tiny kittens, they would knead their mother's belly to stimulate the flow of milk. It was an action directly associated with warmth, nourishment, and the ultimate feeling of safety and love. When an adult cat does this to you, they are in a state of pure bliss. They have reverted to their kitten self, and they are showing you that you evoke the same feelings of comfort and security as their mother did. This is why you'll often see them purring, their eyes half closed, completely lost in the moment. There's also another layer to it. Cats have scent glands in their paws, so as they push in and out, they are leaving their scent all over you, marking you as part of their safe territory. It's an act of ownership, but in the most loving way imaginable. So what's the decoded message? Mischievously, the Catitude translation is, this soft human surface requires tenderizing. It must be made perfect. And now, it shall smell of me forever. But the beautiful underlying message they're sending is, I am so happy and content right now. You make me feel safe, loved, and completely at ease. You are my comfort. It is the highest form of a feline compliment, even if their claws are a little sharp. It's worth it. All right, we've decoded a few messages of love and trust, and every cat has their own unique way of showing it. We'd love to hear from you on this one. What's the most loving or just plain weirdest thing your cat does to show you they care? Share your stories in the comments. It helps everyone in our community become better decoders. Now for a message that is silent, subtle, but incredibly powerful. You're sitting across the room. You lock eyes with your cat, and they slowly, very slowly, close their eyes and then open them again. The question is, what does the slow blink actually mean? If you learn nothing else today, learn this. The slow blink is the foundation of cross-species diplomacy. In the animal kingdom, and especially for predators like cats, direct, unbroken eye contact is a challenge. It's a threat. It says, I see you, I am a potential danger. So when a cat looks at you and deliberately breaks that stare by slowly closing its eyes, it is an act of profound vulnerability. They are telling you, in no uncertain terms, that they do not see you as a threat. They are so comfortable in your presence that they are willing to drop their guard and be defenseless for a moment. This is why it's often called a kitty kiss. It is a non-verbal signal of trust, affection, and relaxation. And the best part? You can do it back. The next time your cat slow blinks at you, try it. Soften your gaze, slowly close your eyes for a second, and then slowly open them. You are speaking their language. You are returning the kitty kiss. You are saying, I see you, and I am not a threat to you, either. I trust you too. So, the translation for the slow blink? The Catitude translation is, I have assessed the giant. The giant is not hostile. The giant may receive my divine blessing of a non-threatening glance. But the true message, the one that builds bridges between human and feline, is simply, I trust you. I love you. It's as simple and as powerful as that. Let's move on to a behavior that's a little more forceful. It's the headbutt, but not an aggressive one. We're talking about when your cat comes up to you and purposefully, lovingly, presses its forehead or cheek right against your leg, your hand, or even your face. The question is, why does my cat headbutt me? This behavior, called bunting, is all about scent. And for a cat, scent is everything. It's their newspaper, their social media, their family tree. Cats have a collection of scent glands all over their faces, on their cheeks, their chin, their forehead. When your cat bunts you, they are depositing their pheromones, their unique personal scent, all over you. Now, you might think this is just them claiming you, like putting a flag on the moon. And yes, it is partly that, but it's so much more. What they are actually doing is creating a colony scent. In the wild, cats in a social group all rub on each other to create a single unified smell. This group scent signals to everyone, both inside and outside the group, who belongs. It creates a feeling of familiarity, safety, and family. So when your cat headbutts you, they aren't just saying, you are mine. The Catitude translation is, you smell weird, let me fix that for you. Now you smell like me, much better. We are now one. Snorts. The profound message they are sending is, you are a member of my inner circle, you are family. By mixing our scents, we are creating a shared identity. We belong together. It's a gesture of incredible social acceptance and affection. It's a feline hug. Okay, now for a very important one. This is a message that gets misinterpreted all the time, and it can lead to some painful misunderstandings. This is our Mythbuster moment. The scenario. Your cat is on your lap, purring away. You're petting them, they seem happy, and they even start licking your hand. And then, out of nowhere, chomp. They bite you. Not hard, maybe, but it's definitely a bite. The viewer question is, why does my cat lick me sweetly and then suddenly bite me? This is the classic love-bite confusion, and we need to decode two possible, very different messages here. Possibility 1. It is a love bite. When cats groom each other, they combine licking with gentle nibbles. It's part of their social bonding. If the bite is very gentle, almost like a pinch, and the cat is otherwise relaxed, they may just be grooming you like a fellow feline. However, possibility 2 is far more common, and this is the one we need to understand. It's a sign of overstimulation. Here's the myth. Purring does not always mean happy. Cats also purr to self-soothe when they are stressed, anxious, or in pain. So while you're petting them, they might be enjoying it at first, but then it becomes too much. Their sensitive system gets overwhelmed. The purr might continue, but their other body language has changed. The tail starts twitching or thumping. The ears turn to the side or flatten. Their body tenses up. They are sending you signals to stop, but because you still hear the purr, you keep going. The lick might be one final gentle warning, and when that doesn't work, the bite is their last resort. It's their only way left to scream, please stop. So let's decode this critical message. The Catitude translation is, my love for you is vast and deep. However, my tolerance for your incessant petting has a clearly defined limit, and we have just sped past it. Cease and desist immediately. The vital message you need to receive is, I have had enough. I tried to tell you with my tail and my ears, but you didn't listen. This is not aggression. This is communication. Learning to read their whole body, not just the purr, is key to respecting their boundaries and building a stronger, more trusting bond. All right, from the serious to the ridiculous. Let's talk about your cat's favorite hobby. amateur physics experiments. We're talking about the deliberate, calculated act of knocking things off of tables, shelves, and countertops. The question often asked while picking up a shattered mug is, why is my cat a professional shelf clearer? Alaf. One of our viewers commented that cats knock things over because they can. And honestly, they're not wrong. Alas, harder. But there's more to it. First, it's about exploration. A cat's paws are loaded with sensory receptors. They're like little hands. Batting at an object, pushing it, feeling its weight and texture tells them a lot about their environment. Pushing it off the edge is just the final, most exciting step in the scientific process. What happens next? Does it make a cool sound? Does the giant come running? Which leads to the second reason, attention. Cats are smart. Very smart. They learn cause and effect incredibly quickly. What happened the first time they knocked your keys off the counter? You probably stopped what you were doing, looked right at them, and said their name. To a bored cat, any attention is good attention. It's a surefire way to get you to interact with them. It's a combination of natural curiosity, a need for stimulation, and a brilliant, if slightly annoying tactic to get you to play with them. So, the decoded message behind the crash? The Catitude translation is, I was bored. This pen offended my sensibilities. Also, I suspected gravity was still functioning correctly, but I required a practical test. The test was a success. You are welcome for my service to science. The real message is, I am bored, and I need stimulation. Please play with me. Also, the world is my science lab. They're not being malicious. They're being cats. And finally, our last message. This is the one that brings everything together. It's about warmth, security, and the ultimate sign that you have been chosen. The question is, why does my cat insist on sleeping with me or stealing my spot the second I get up? If your cat chooses to sleep with you out of all the cozy spots in the house, you have won the feline lottery. This is a composite message, built from layers of trust and affection. Layer 1 is warmth. As we know, cats are heat-seeking creatures. You are a living, breathing, 98.6-degree radiator. It's simply practical. Your spot is warm because you were just in it. Layer 2 is security. Sleep is a cat's most vulnerable time. In the wild, they must choose their sleeping spots with extreme care to avoid predators. By choosing to sleep with you or on you, they are placing their life in your hands. They are saying, I trust you so much that I will enter my most defenseless state right next to you, my giant, unpredictable guardian. Layer 3 is scent. Your bed, your chair, your spot on the couch, it smells intensely of you. That scent is the ultimate comfort blanket for them. It's reassuring, it makes them feel safe. By sleeping there, they are immersing themselves in the smell of their favorite person, while also adding their own scent, reestablishing that colony scent we talked about. And the final layer is just love. Cats, despite their reputation for independence, form incredibly strong bonds. They enjoy your company. They miss you when you're gone. Sleeping with you is simply their way of maximizing their time with you. So when your cat curls up beside you at night or claims your warm seat, what is the final decoded message? The Catitude translation. This premium, pre-warmed location smells of my favorite giant. It is now the capital city of my empire, and I shall rule from this comfortable throne. Nom de saisie for Catitude translation. The true, beautiful, multi-layered message is this: I am cold and you are warm. I am vulnerable and you are my protector. I am lonely and you are my companion. I love you and this is where I belong. So you see, they're talking to you all the time. In the lift of their tail, the slow blink of their eyes, the rhythmic push of their paws. What we see as weird is simply their language. A language of instinct, of trust, of deep and abiding affection. By learning to decode these messages, we don't just understand them better, we strengthen that incredible unspoken bond we share. But of course, These are just a handful of the most common messages. We know that every single cat has its own unique dictionary of weirdness. We've seen the comments. We've heard about the cats who carry their favorite toys into the litter box, or the ones who only drink water by dipping a paw in and licking it off. So now, we are officially turning the Cat Decoder over to you, our expert community. What is the number one strangest, most baffling, most hilarious thing your cat does that we did not cover today? Drop it in the comments below. Be specific. Tell us the story, because your cat's unique and quirky habit might just become the star of our next Cat Decoder investigation. If you feel like you can speak a little more cat today, show us some love by hitting that like button. And be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a translation. Thank you for watching. Now go give your cat a slow blink from us. They'll know what it means.